They was just, something disappointing.
They're like, oh, you're that. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Today is an exciting day. Today's guest, she was late. She was a little late.
Yeah, I'm
But then
late.
she brought me a little gift, guys.
Of
I'm showing you on the main camera. Look at the little gift, guys. She brought me this scarf. Wait, let me introduce her first, and then I'm gonna tell you about the scarf, okay? But she was late, but all is forgiven. Because she thought about me even though, So, introducing today's guest, Hyerin!
Yay,
Woo!
hello.
Girl, this is Hyerin. She got me this gift that is a scarf. As you guys know, I am obsessed with scarves.
Because in Indonesia we sell a lot of scarves.
Yeah.
And then because it's we just finished Ramadan.
Oh, yeah,
So I thought, okay, I will take one for Paris because
How sweet is that, guys? I am
that's my love, my
love language? Gift giving. Oh, that is so nice. So I have a scarf from her. Super exciting. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to style it. I love a good scarf, guys. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
My guests are so nice. This is why I like my guests. My girlies are always nice. But do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Hyerin. This is my real name. It's not something that I made up because I'm in Korea. I'm from Indonesia and I've been living in Korea for 2 years now.
2 years?
Yes.
You're so new.
Yeah, I'm so new. I'm just a child.
She's just a baby. You're so new. 2 years is very new.
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
new.
let's go back a little bit to your name. Like we were talking about it in the beginning of the show, but I want you guys part of this conversation.
Oh, okay.
So you said Hyerin is your real name, right?
Yeah.
But you're not Korean. You're Indonesian.
I'm Indonesian.
right? And Hyerin is it's typically a Korean
Yes.
name.
I just know when I came here.
So wait, how does your mom? Have you ever asked your mom how she thought of the name?
Yeah, because it's unusual name in Indonesia.
It sounds very unusual.
Yeah, that's why that I was hating my name since I was a child.
Yeah.
So when I asked my mom, why you give me such a weird
Hyerin.
name?
Yeah.
Hyerin. Oh, because we were me and your father went to honeymoon in Berlin. So I thought, okay.
Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin. Because my mom is Hetty. My dad names is Helma. So
Hetty and Helma.
yeah, so they want to make it like H.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they thought Hyerin.
Hyerin.
Did they know it was a Korean name, or they didn't even?
They have no idea.
Dad, it's crazy that your mom gave you or your parents gave you a Korean name, and now you live in Korea.
Yeah, maybe because I distant to here. Oh, maybe.
Maybe it was destiny. Maybe God was whispering in your mom's ear, like, she's gonna be in Korea soon anyway.
Yeah, I
And
thought
this is where you
so.
are. How do you feel about your name now?
I feel good because they said that. Oh, your name is so pretty.
It's a very pretty name.
Yeah.
Hyerin is a very pretty name. So what made you come to Korea the first time?
So it's a bit naive, but
Is it?
yeah.
I feel like I know what it is because that's all of us. But tell us your story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at first I came here for love.
Wait, okay, I didn't. I was thinking K-pop. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking K-pop. You came here because of love, also.
Because of love. So, long story short.
What? No.
No.
Long story long, please.
Okay. Oh, long story long.
Okay, how did that work?
So I'm never into K-pop
Right.
or Korean before.
Oh,
So I just thought that I met this guy in Vietnam.
in Vietnam.
In before COVID.
Okay.
I thought he was Chinese or Japanese. Turns out he's Korean.
First of all, I would just love to say that even Asians don't even know what other Asians are. Okay, he thought it was anything but Korean, and this man was a Korean man.
And I have no idea.
She's so innocent. She's so innocent.
And then after that, we met in Vietnam because I have some job training there.
Right.
Because I'm an engineer actually. I'm an AI.
Aunt Hetty, a whole engineer, guys. She's one of the R's that we talk about, engineer.
I'm full of surprise.
You really are. And you guys can't tell, but she's really, no offense, she's really tiny. Okay.
Yeah.
She's so tiny,
I'm
but she's a whole. Oh my God, five what, girl?
5'1".
For comparison, guys, I'm 5'9".
That's what when I said when I saw you like, okay, that's a model material. I'm just like Sabrina Carpenter
Listen.
look like.
But that's an engineer right there, guys. A whole engineer. You really are full of surprises.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you were training in Vietnam.
Yeah, for AI.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm making the beauty application. So they sent me to Vietnam to do
Yeah.
the job training.
Yeah.
And then he also had job training in Vietnam. So we met at McDonald's.
People are meeting people in McDonald's.
Yeah, in McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he wrote his number
Yeah.
in the
The napkin or
tissue.
what?
Yeah, in the tissue paper. And then number and then call me.
This sounds like a 90s, 80s love story.
Yeah.
On a napkin,
Yeah,
call me.
call
my
me.
number.
So I was just, it's so funny. This
Oh
is my
my
first time
goodness.
experience this approaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a napkin.
The napkin.
It's not even being hit on. It's just my number on a napkin. You can
Yeah.
choose to call me or not.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
okay.
at the time I was so bored because
my-
because I went there alone and then I just, you know,
Now you have a guy who's like,
I
Yeah.
just trying to
yeah,
it doesn't kill to call.
that's true. It doesn't.
right.
Yeah.
So I just decided to hi, and then
Hello.
it goes.
It
Well,
snowballed to
Yeah.
you following him back to Korea or you deciding to come to Korea? How did
At
that
that
work?
time because it started COVID-19.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's got COVID-19, so we just talk, long distance.
For how
And-
long did you guys talk in long distance?
Almost 1 year.
Wow, that is a long time.
1 year plus, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that is a really long time.
Yeah.
And how long had you known each other before the long distance?
Couple months.
Interesting.
Yeah. Couple
Okay.
months
Yeah.
because after that I went back to Indonesia and
Okay.
he went back to Korea.
Okay.
So yeah, we just chingu.
Long distance for a whole year.
Mm.
That is amazing.
Yeah, we haven't official yet. At that
Oh, so it
time.
wasn't exclusive. It was just like
Mm.
we're talking.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
talking.
So you guys
It's like
talk
casual friend, pen pal, something like that.
a pen pal or a special friend?
Pen pal plus plus.
It's a pen pal plus plus, guys.
Pen pal plus plus.
Plus plus. There's two pluses after that. So it was your pen
Yeah.
I can't even say this. Pen pal plus
Plus plus.
for a whole year.
For a whole year.
And then
Mm.
what happened after that year?
I feel comfortable with him because do you know my age?
I don't know, but I can tell you are older than me
Yes.
because you're a whole engineer. You've
Yeah.
done training in Vietnam, so you
Yeah.
have to be mid 30s.
Yes, I am.
33,
Yeah.
34.
36.
Oh, I was close.
36.
Listen, if you didn't tell me about like your training, you
Yeah.
being an engineer, I would have guessed younger.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's nobody who's around my age who's done as much as you've done. An engineer has been in training, has been in Korea 2 years. No, girl, you have to be a bit older than me.
Yeah, because
too obvious, yeah.
I almost, married this guy.
Wow.
Not this Korean guy.
Oh.
It's before him.
There's another guy.
Yeah, it's another guy.
Yeah.
But he cheated on me
Ah.
1 month before our wedding. So he's Indonesian actually.
Ah.
It's so-
Indonesians, come
Yeah.
on. That's crazy.
So yeah,
A month before your wedding.
a month before wedding, invitation is already
It's like fixed because
Fixed.
like your
The
parents have
venue.
met,
Yeah.
like probably things for your wedding are bought, your
yeah.
house stuff.
I already have my wedding gown actually. You know that
Oh, my
for
goodness.
someone who almost married
Yeah.
and then suddenly it cut off,
Yeah.
it was a little bit depressing to me.
I bet.
Mm.
I bet. Because
Yeah.
you were ready. You're already
Yeah.
picturing your life with this
Mm.
person.
Yeah.
How did you
Mm.
how did you get out of like feeling I guess depressed?
I just feel that I cannot be in
Mm-hmm.
the same city with him.
Oh,
That's why.
okay.
That's why that I moved,
Somewhere else?
somewhere else, back and forth. I went to Malaysia, I went
Yeah.
to Vietnam,
Yeah.
went to Singapore.
Oh, she was like, I'm living my life.
I'm living
Bye.
my life. Bye. I don't want to,
Yeah.
cry
About
baby
this person.
About this
Yeah.
person.
I am glad that you didn't go through with the wedding because I feel like maybe he even cheated on you a month before because he thought he trapped you already.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he was like, oh, I already got her, so I can do whatever I want because
Yeah.
the wedding is in a month.
Mm.
And you were like, no,
Yeah.
I'm still going to leave
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Mm.
Look at Herin, guys. She said, you will not trap me.
Mm. Mhm.
Okay, now back to this guy.
Okay. Okay. Back to this guy.
Back to this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened after the year?
So after a year, so I feel comfortable with him, and I feel like, oh, maybe this is the one. I just feel like this is the one.
Yeah.
But so I decided to, okay, I want to learn his culture, his language specifically.
Yeah, Korean, basically.
Korean,
Yeah.
because he's not really good in English.
Yeah.
So I tried to learn about it by
Okay.
myself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mm.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe universe also, send me a signal.
Mhm.
Suddenly, my work in Indonesia,
Mhm.
it becomes so messed up, so messy.
Yeah.
Even they also, cut my work contract. So I have to, thinking about the alternative way to survive.
Yeah.
So after the discussion with him,
Mhm.
why don't you move to Korea? Mhm. That's the story goes.
Because that's a big move from Indonesia all the way to Korea.
Mm. Yeah.
At the moment when he asked you to move to Korea, were you excited? Were you worried? Like, what emotions were going through you?
50-50.
Excited, but also worried.
Yeah, but so worried.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What were you worried? Because I'm pretty sure we all know why you were excited.
Mm.
But why were you worried also?
Because at the time I don't have any plan. I don't have,
That's-
and
yeah.
I didn't graduate from Korean University, so it's really hard for me to
Yeah.
suddenly looking a job in here.
In a completely different
Yeah.
country.
Yeah,
at
even
that
though I
point.
have like almost 10 years experience, but it's not enough.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're not from that country, it's a little.
Yeah.
It's a little harder.
Mm.
So what made you decide? Oh, I'm definitely going now. Like, what made you completely decide that you want to come? to
Because
Korea?
he convinced me. When
Yeah.
you come to Korea, be my wife.
Oh no.
And
okay.
I just know that word is a trap, actually. For a Wego game.
No, it's a
like,
trap.
it's a
When
trap.
somebody's promising you marriage for you to move your whole country,
Yeah.
and the way you said it, I already know this. This
Yeah.
story is like woo woo woo, and now it's gonna go. Oh, that story is coming. Okay, so
Okay.
because you guys had known each other for almost 2 years at this
Yeah,
point.
but actually 2 years.
Yeah, so for him to say he wants you to be his wife, it doesn't seem like a lie because
Yeah.
you've known each other for so
yeah.
long.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So finally, I moved to Korea,
Yeah.
and then we live together.
Wow. So you moved right away, and he was already ready for you to
Yeah.
move in.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was responsible to fulfill my needs, everything.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. While I'm looking for the job,
Okay.
then suddenly, this is the kicker.
Mm.
Then suddenly I don't know. After he went back to his hometown,
So he went back to his hometown for
alone.
a bit.
Yeah, alone.
Alone, and then came back.
Come back to me,
Yeah.
and then suddenly, everything changed. I assume
Yeah.
he just met his parents,
Yeah.
and then maybe talk about me.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and then things
But
happen.
why?
Hmm.
Okay. So was it that his mood changed towards you, or he wasn't taking care of you?
Everything.
So he was probably getting more annoyed that you're
Yeah,
around him.
very annoyed, as if like suddenly, how to say?
Yeah.
Suddenly he avoid me so much. He avoiding so much.
Oh wow.
He doesn't care about me.
Yeah.
Even when I'm sick, he doesn't even care.
And you're in the same house.
You just taking your side. You just go to Yakuk and then
And
get
figure it
me.
out.
Yeah, figure out something like that.
Did you ever ask him what he was asking? Like
Yeah.
that? What did he say?
And then he just like, no, you just being so sentimental, something like that. He blames me.
Sensitive. Oh,
Sensitive.
you're being sensitive.
No, you're just being sensitive.
Wow. His parents definitely were in his ear.
Yeah.
His parents.
Yeah, I
like,
know.
Definitely
I
said
know.
something because
Mhm.
that's very strange for somebody's behavior to be like such a 360.
Yeah, 360 just
Huh.
in a week. Yeah.
That's in.
Mm.
Wait, you lived with him for only a week?
No, I mean after.
Oh, after he came back. Oh my
He came
God. I
back.
was like, it's only been a week.
No,
So
no.
how long did you guys live together before?
About 1 month.
Oh, so not even that long.
Yeah.
2 years of knowing each other, 1 month of living together,
Mhm.
and suddenly his parents just made him.
Yeah.
Hoocha. Yeah. I'm sorry, Korean men, y'all parents really just be interesting.
Mhm.
Very interesting. How did you end up leaving him,
Um,
or even getting the courage to leave? Because this is not your country. Like
Yeah.
you moved because of this
Mm.
person.
so we had a lot of fight
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like something is not fulfilled with
Of course.
emotionally.
Of course.
And then after that, he also always blamed me on everything, like for the small things.
Yeah.
Like I because I'm Muslim,
Mm.
so I do the subuh prayer
Oh, you pray.
Do-
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I do. It's 5 times a day.
5
Right.
times a day.
Okay.
So I always wake up at 5
Mhm.
a.m. and he always wake up at 7 a.m.
So you wake up 2 hours early.
Yeah, 2 hours early. So when I woke up early, he just went crazy. He just went crazy. Wow, you disrupt my deep sleep and everything. He knew that I'm Muslim, and he
Yes,
knew
he's
that.
known you for 2 years. This
Yeah.
man should definitely know you're
Hmm.
Muslim. You've lived with him for 1 month, so he knows you pray.
Mm.
So now this is annoying him suddenly.
Yeah.
What a
suddenly.
child.
Mm.
What a child. But
Mm.
yeah.
So we had a lot of argument, fight
Mhm.
until he kicked me out.
He told you to leave?
Yeah, you just leave. I just can't stand with you anymore.
Oh my God.
At the time that I don't know what to do, so I
Of
just
course.
booked my flight going back to Jakarta. Even I'm not telling my mom that I have a big fight.
So you just went back
Went back
to your parents like
Mhm.
everything is
Mhm.
normal.
with nothing, with no job.
What? Right. With no job, but you had moved your life for this person.
Yeah, and
Girl. For some reason, I want to fight this man. But anyway.
Korean man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your parents should not be changing your mind that easily.
Mm.
For you to be so in
Yeah.
love with someone, so happy
Mhm.
with someone, and then to
Yeah.
meet your parents and completely like dislike them,
Mm-hmm.
you're a grown man. And I'm guessing this person was in their 30s.
We same age. Tonggap.
So you're in your 30s, sir. And oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know what?
I hope he's watching. Oh my God.
I hope you see this,
I
sir.
hope so.
Do better. Do better with your life. Okay. My God. You dodged a bullet, though.
Mm.
Because that sounds like he was a walking
Yeah.
red flag,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I just found out that he is avoidant.
oh, he's avoidant.
avoidant.
What is it called? Avoidant attachment? Is that what you mean?
When he has something in mind,
He doesn't say it?
he didn't say it, and then he just giving silent treatment to the
Yeah,
partner.
that is avoidant attachment
Yeah.
to the T, guys. Oh my goodness.
And it's not good for your mental health.
It's not, especially if you're
Mm.
trying to get married.
Yeah.
It's not.
Mm.
You can't be avoidant and get
Yeah.
married.
Mm.
Personally, that's what I
Mm.
think. So you ended up moving back to it's Jakarta, Jakarta. Jakarta. You ended up moving back to Jakarta,
Mm-hmm.
and did you just never tell your parents?
No, I just that. Why you come back? No, I'm just, I just
Just say nothing.
just say nothing. And then my dad keeps blaming me. Oh, you waste your time.
Hmm.
Blah blah blah. And
Parents.
everything.
Parents sometimes don't know what we're going through.
At the time, I was, I need my parents and my family
You need their love for
the
sure.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because they blame me on everything, so I just,
Yeah.
hide
shut down.
myself in the room.
Yeah.
And then try to figure out
Yeah.
what will I do next.
Right, right.
And when I try to figure out myself back,
Mhm.
suddenly he come back.
Of course.
Men always come back.
They will always come back, especially when they
Mhm.
know they lost a good woman.
Mm.
Like, I'm pretty sure he was like, wow,
Mm.
she was actually a great woman.
Mm.
And then here he comes back. Please tell me you didn't take
Actually,
him back. Oh my God.
he get triggered
By what?
because there's another man who tried to approach me.
Oh, this is a juicy story, y'all. Hold on. so he tries to come back to your life, but now there's already another guy who's trying to court you.
Yeah.
Ooh, cha.
So
Yeah.
silently,
Yeah.
he was stalking my Instagram
They always stalk the I can't.
with a second account.
Of course. Of course. They're not brave enough to do it with their main account.
Yeah.
You have to make a
With
fake one.
second account.
Men are so predictable, to be honest. Even though women do this too, but oh my god, so predictable. So he was stalking your Instagram, and I'm guessing he saw this other man that you
Yeah.
were that was trying to court you at the
Yeah.
time. What did he even say to try to come back? Was he just like, "Hey, how are you?"
No, he just making a scene. He just making a scene.
But what? Okay. I was gonna ask why is he making a scene, but this man already makes no sense. So you probably don't know the answer to that. But so he made a scene, but you're not together.
Yeah, that's the point. I said that. Oh, why you try to argue with me? We already broke up.
You kicked me out of your
Yeah,
house.
you kicked me out of the house. That's disrespectful enough.
Exactly. So what do you even do? What did you do in that situation?
Yeah, I just ignore everything, calls, messages.
Yeah.
and then
Wow. That's so brazen. For you to
Yeah.
like kick me out of your house and then try to come back into my life is crazy. My goodness.
yeah.
Oh my god. So you ignored him and how did you end up cuz I'm wondering how you ended up coming back to this country.
Okay. Now I'm here again.
Right, that's why I'm like it's definitely not the guy
Yeah.
that brought you back. So you ended up ignoring him completely.
Yeah.
And did it ever work out with the second guy or was it just kind of like it didn't
No,
work?
just like casual dating
Okay.
or something. Mm-hmm.
We continue moving then.
Okay.
It didn't work out with that guy. And how did you figure out you want to come back to Korea?
So because at that time I was jobless, so my friend, because at that time my Korean is improved a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have topic certificate also.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
level 3 right now.
Look at her, level 3 topic,
Level
guys.
3 with
Yeah.
self-learning.
That's actually very impressive.
Thank
To
you.
learn by yourself and get topic 3, that's very impressive.
Yeah, because at the time I tried to figure out myself that how to apply to a Korean company.
Right.
So yeah,
And
I
you
need
need
to
that
learn
topic.
more.
Yeah. you need Korean if you want to apply to a Korean company.
Mhm.
Okay, so you ended up getting topic 3, and then how did you figure out you want to come back?
So my friend recommending me
Yeah.
to his partner
Yeah.
from Entertainment. Do you know?
Entertainment.
The one who produced a girl group called, because one of the member is Indonesian.
If it's K-pop, I don't
It's
know.
K-pop.
It's K-pop, I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I have no idea about K-pop.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you asked me this a few years ago, like
Yeah.
10 years ago, I would be like, yeah, I know them, but I don't listen
No.
to K-pop.
Yeah. I know that reason because I saw your videos.
I talk about it a lot. No tea, no shade, guys. But so you ended up being introduced to this entertainment company.
Yeah.
And then did you decide to come work for them or how was that?
Yeah, because they said that they need a license to
A license?
a license like a mediator.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they want to bring all the groups, all
Okay.
the artists
Yeah.
into Indonesian market. So they need someone who understand the,
Indonesian
battlefield.
market.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's what's happened. That's my first job in Korean company.
So how long ago was this? Was this the 2 years ago or
One year ago.
1 year ago? So you've been working for them for 1 year now.
Yeah, 1 year, but already quit.
Oh.
Because the Korean company.
Yeah. It's unhealthy.
Yeah, it's very unhealthy.
Was it the work culture that was toxic or the Wishy culture?
Yeah, the work culture and the pali things.
They
Because-
want everything fast.
Yeah, they want everything fast, and then also, I don't really like their, culture who is very rude.
Like, is it because they're higher ups?
Yeah.
They're routine.
Yeah, they think that because I'm South Asian, so they,
They look down on
they
you.
look down on me.
Ooh, cha. I know you can talk a lot about
Yeah,
that.
they need me, but they look down on me. That's not fair for me.
It's like you hired me because you need me, but because I'm Indonesian, you're looking down on me.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Oh my god, that makes no sense. So you ended up deciding to leave, right? And then where are you now? Are you like at a better company?
Yeah, I'm in a better company,
Yeah.
better boss, better conversation.
We need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel,
You feel happier now
Yeah,
compared to
happy.
like before,
Yeah.
right? So
very secure.
very secure. She said very secure,
Very
guys. She's very
secure.
soft spoken, so you might not hear her, okay? But she says she's very secure.
Very secure.
Very secure.
Yeah.
So now that you've
Mhm.
been in Korea for those 2 years and you've
Mm.
experienced Korean culture,
Mhm.
like politics, all these
Mhm.
things,
Mhm.
what have been some difficulties that you faced as like an Indonesian or just you living in Korea?
Me at first is definitely the language.
Language barrier.
Yeah, language barrier.
Yeah.
Language
you-
barrier.
This is gonna sound weird, but
Mm.
your English is really good, and
Oh,
if you're
thank you.
topic 3 Korean, your
Mm.
Korean is pretty good too. So
Mm.
why is there a language barrier?
Sometimes the companies.
Never mind. Okay,
Mm.
Korean company in Korean is different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Very different.
Yeah.
And when something gets wrong,
Mhm.
and then they blame me for because you doesn't understand this.
She's
Korean.
foreign. She's a foreigner.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what does my foreign
Yeah.
Jesus.
But they blame me
Oh, wow.
due to the language barrier. thing.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Which is so interesting because they knew
Mm.
you don't speak fluent Korean when they hired you.
Yeah. But
So-
they need my talent. That's
You need my talent, but you want to complain that I don't speak the language fluently. That's not my language. It's your language. Why don't you just hire a Korean person?
Yeah.
All these like twists and turns
Yeah.
people
Mm.
do. So the first thing was the language barrier.
Yeah.
Do you think you've gotten better? Like your Korean has gotten better now?
Yeah, it's getting better because maybe I speak with a lot of locals right now.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it makes me more confident.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
Mm.
great.
Mm.
So that's one difficulty that you've had. What are some other difficulties that you think you faced?
Because I do so many design
Mhm.
right now,
Yeah.
web design, and then UI
Okay.
UI UX design
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
They tend to ask me a lot of revision, almost like 100 times revision, and I get so tired every day.
My goodness.
Yeah,
100
because
times is
it
crazy.
is hard to keep up their expectation.
Mm. They have very, very high.
Yeah, very high
expectations.
expectation.
Yeah.
I think that, definitely that they give me the direction and then also the guidelines,
Mhm.
but it's not,
It's
it's
not
not enough. Mm.
I do have to say, I have a friend who also does, the design, like web design
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm.
She's Korean and she says the same exact thing that you just said. So it's not even like because you're a foreigner, bro.
Okay.
It's just,
like, it's just normal.
it's just. I think it's
Yeah.
normal because she Well, I do have to say,
Mm.
she can tell them no. I feel like because you're a foreigner, it might be a little harder
Yeah,
to be
it's
like, because you need the job.
Yeah.
My Korean friend is like, hey, yo, my mom pays for my house. I don't need this job.
Okay.
I don't need this job. So
Yeah.
for her, it's like
I
it's
like
a little
that
different.
attitude. Actually,
Yeah. So for her, it's a little different. But for you, I guess it will be a little harder to be like, no, I can't
Yeah.
keep revising the same thing over and 100 times is crazy. I wanted to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
I think like when you were talking a bit before, you said in the company they would look down on you because
Yeah.
you're Indonesian.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen as a foreigner also, Koreans, I'm sorry I have to say this, okay? Some Koreans tend to look down on Southeast Asians or just
Yes,
South Asians.
true.
It's very
It's very
obvious.
true.
It's like it's blatant how obviously they will look down on people of Southeast Asian or South Asian descent.
Yeah.
Have you felt that?
Yeah. And we know it. And we know it because
Yeah.
most of people from South Asia, they work in factory, in
Yeah.
restaurant. It's very blue collar
Work. Yeah.
work. So yeah, I understand.
Do you think it's because of how like a lot of Southeast Southeast Asians is a lot to say. It's a mouthful, okay?
Okay.
Because they work in those type of jobs, that's why they're looked down on, or do you think it's also because GDP wise, Korea?
Yeah, I
is-
think that's that GDP wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Korea is a little higher.
Yeah, they think that my country is more developed than yours. So yeah.
That's really sad.
Mm.
That's I see it. I've seen it so many times, or I've seen like
Yeah.
even Filipinos getting looked
Yeah.
down upon by
Yeah.
Koreans, and I'm just like
Even Vietnam.
even Vietnamese,
Vietnam.
which is crazy because
Mm.
Koreans go to vacation a lot
Yeah.
in these countries.
They went They went
lot.
vacation a lot into Vietnam, to Philippines, Boracay, even
Yeah.
Bali, to my country.
Oh, girl, everybody goes to Bali.
Yeah, everybody goes to Bali.
I'm trying to go to Bali. Listen, your country is beautiful.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
trying to go. But yeah, they do vacation to these places a lot. And
Because
then
it's cheap.
Yeah, well, because it's cheap to them. Even though I just learned recently that the
Mm-hmm.
Philippine peso is stronger than the Korean won.
Yeah, right now.
I was mind blown.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right
no
now.
offense, because Koreans act like the won is so much higher,
Yeah.
but the peso is higher.
It's higher now.
But they still look down on Filipinos.
Yeah. Even they use
What?
Southeast Asian girls just for
Girl.
ass.
Not ass. Yeah. She said ass.
Yeah, for
That is also
ass.
something else I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen.
Mm.
Listen, okay. Even in the Philippines, there's like
Yeah.
a whole like group of kids who are half Korean, half Filipino that are just abandoned by their fathers, and they will come back to their Korean wife and then leave their child in the Philippines.
Yeah, that Kopinos.
Yeah,
They-
they're called Kopinos. There we
Yeah.
go, like Kopinos and
They're
stuff like that.
Kopinos, yeah.
Does Indonesia have something similar?
No.
Oh, so it hasn't. Okay, well that's
That's
great because you shouldn't
that's
be
great.
abandoning
Yeah.
your children.
Mhm.
But has that been something you've had to overcome in Korea, like living in Korea?
Yes, actually, when I met the Korean men,
Yeah.
when they found out that I'm from Indonesia,
Yeah.
they just try to be Beyonce or something.
Oh, so they don't even
Yeah,
Wow.
they don't take me seriously actually.
because they have this image of how,
Yeah, because
I feel like it's because of sex tourism in these countries.
Yeah.
Because a lot of let me not say a lot. Some Korean men will go to Southeast Asian countries for sex tourism.
Mhm.
So you feel like they don't take you seriously because
because
their counterparts are
yeah,
doing
they thought that I'm easy.
bruh. This girl's a whole engineer.
Yeah,
Okay? Whole engineer right
they
here.
thought that when they try to playing with me, I just
Yeah.
okay, you wanna play?
Let me show you the game.
Let me show you again.
Wow, that's crazy. So dating must be a little hard then for
Yeah.
you.
Right now, yes.
Oh,
In
have you
Korea.
ever? Girl, I bet. It's hard for me too. We're on the same boat.
Okay.
Same boat,
It's
girl.
okay.
It is okay.
Mhm,
Facts.
it's okay.
When you meet people for the first time, do they know you're Indonesian or do they guess?
No,
like,
they guess. Actually.
what do they guess usually?
At first, they thought I'm Ilbon Sarong.
Oh.
Mhm. And then second guess, they
Uh huh.
thought that I am Filipinos.
Anything but Indonesian.
Yeah, because I think because my skin.
You're very pale.
Yeah, I'm very pale.
You're quite pale. So I can see why they wouldn't think you're Southeast Asians because a lot of people have this thought that Southeast Asians are darker.
Yeah.
When it's like, no, they're also a bunch of mixes. Some
Yeah.
people are light, some people are dark. Just like black people, some of us are light, some people
Yeah.
are dark. But you are definitely on the lighter
Yeah.
part.
Very lighter in.
Girl, you are. She's pale.
I'm a pale.
she light.
Yeah. Even I put a makeup. It's not really.
You can see. You can see. Oh no, you can see. When I'm editing, I'll be able to see it better than now.
Okay.
But girl, she's pale, so I can see why they guess everything
Yeah.
but that. Do you take offense to that people can't guess Indonesian, or you just kind of like, it's whatever.
No, it's okay.
You don't mind. You don't care.
I don't mind.
Okay. So when you tell them you're Indonesian, what's usually the reaction of Koreans?
Oh, Indonesian bunyi. They was just something disappointing.
They're like, oh, you're that.
Yeah, something disappointing.
My
sound.
goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what happened?
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because
Yeah.
I think the difference for that, for people who don't understand what she means by like, it kind of sounds like disappointment. When I tell people I'm American, they're like, oh, America.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah, I
excitement
know.
you would
Yeah.
expect.
Mhm.
But for her, when she says Indonesian, it's like, oh.
Oh, yeah. Korean people tend to, look up American,
Yeah.
European,
Yeah,
the
the Western
Caucasian,
countries,
yeah.
I think Southeast Asians are treated worse than Koreans, personally. Like, I feel like Koreans, especially right now, they're treated really well. in the media, especially.
Yes.
Like, I think Koreans are very glorified in the media. They're like, oh, K-pop, K-drama, oh my god, oppa, 언니, like, 누나, like all these things.
Yeah, even in Netflix.
Even on Netflix, there's like a whole like genre
Yeah.
of Korean movies and dramas that you can watch.
Yeah.
And then you see like Southeast Asians, they're kind of treated not the best in
Yeah.
certain ways. So I remember when she said that, I was like, no. The first thing I thought, I was like,
Yeah.
no, Southeast Asians are definitely treated worse than Koreans are ever treated. How has that been being Indonesian in Korea? Is this something you consciously think about, or are you just like,
No, I
"Lululala"?
just,
Oh, she's just lululala,
relax.
guys. She's enjoying her life.
Yeah, because, my motto is,
No, say it, girl.
if you don't like me, then I don't like you either.
Woo. She said, don't look at me, I don't look at you.
Yeah, I don't need anyone. If you,
You know what?
I love
That's
myself.
yes. And that's the only way you can live
Yeah.
peacefully in Korea. You
Yeah.
can't care about what other people think about you.
Yeah,
Because you will be hurt
yeah.
all the time.
Following their standard is, painful.
Don't follow it. Don't follow it.
Even they said that for me, I'm an overweight person.
They said you're overweight?
Even, my ex Korean boyfriend said that I think you should lose a little bit weight because you're
Wow.
so tung.
He said you're 뚱뚱해?
네, 뚱뚱해.
This man was literally a walking red flag.
Yeah, a very red flag.
But then again, Korean beauty standards are a walking red flag. It's just,
It's not, it's unhealthy.
it's not. Girl, we are both hitting the mics today. What's going on, guys?
Oh.
She's hitting the mic. I'm hitting the mic. But yeah, it's very the beauty standards here are very unhealthy, and I think that's why I completely agree with you when you said like just be happy by yourself.
Yeah.
Like there's no need to have to seek validation
Yeah.
from Koreans because why?
Yeah.
No, why?
You will get hurt in the end.
And then depression will ensue.
Yeah,
and then you're not
depression.
gonna want to live in this country.
Yeah.
It's a ripple effect.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
Oh my god, I can't, girl. I can't. But other than that, has there been any other difficulties that you face?
I think I blend easily with Korean
Yeah.
because I can speak Korean.
Yeah.
Also. But the other things maybe when I went to Seongsu or something which is so many couples, I feel a little bit lonely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nobody has ever said that on this channel.
Yeah, even though
I'm happy.
I'm happy with myself.
Yeah.
I love myself more. But sometimes,
Listen, I agree. Because Korea, Seoul especially. Do you live in Seoul?
yeah.
Okay. Seoul especially. You just see couples everywhere.
Everywhere. During weekends, during special time like Valentine's, Christmas.
Every time.
every
Even
time.
Chuseok at this point, it's
Yeah,
couples.
Chuseok
It's not even
also.
families anymore. So I think I completely agree with you where you do kind of feel lonely because everybody has someone.
Yeah.
It's like all these people are coupled up.
Mm.
Cha.
That's why that's something that I hug myself. No, it's okay. You did great.
Do you live by yourself?
Yeah.
Do you live by yourself?
Yeah, I hug myself.
Have you ever thought of getting a cat?
I love pets. I love cats.
Should get a cat.
I have cats in
Indonesia?
Yeah, in my house.
Why don't you get a cat in Korea?
I try to look the tung tung one.
Oh, she wants a chubby kitty.
I want a chubby kitty.
What a chubby kitty. Chubby kitties are so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's so interesting that yesterday my friend found 2 baby kittens and she just gave them away.
Oh.
Yeah, but if only I knew early on, I would have been like, "Are you interested?" But it was like babies, so I don't know if you would be interested. So you almost don't even have time to think. Well, you still do think about being single and stuff like that, but you always know when you're going back home.
Yeah.
You have something.
Yeah.
I'm about to fight this microphone, y'all. Like, what? Why do I keep hitting it? Sorry.
Hello.
I don't know what's going on. But when you go home, you know, like, there's something waiting for you.
Yeah.
And it's almost like an excitement, like, oh my God, I'm leaving work. Let me go see my fur baby. It's like that. I don't
And
know.
they give us a positive vibrance.
They do. People say cats are mean, but I'm like, your cat is mean. My cat, I mean, she's a hater. Mia's a bit of a hater. Okay.
Her name is
Her
Mia.
name is Mia. 아름다운 Mi. And then 그냥 야야.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, it's
아름다운
very
Mi.
cute.
Because she's very beautiful. You guys don't know I love my baby. But she's a slight hater, but
Okay.
she's very loving still.
Kind of a
Yeah.
sassy thing.
She's very sassy.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
like
God.
that.
She's
I
so
like that
sassy.
sassy cat.
Girl. Listen, I 100% think she got my personality.
Oh.
Because she doesn't like people.
Oh, okay. She's very introvert, I can see.
She's very, very so introverted that even her aunties and uncles, she doesn't really go up to them. Like my friends will come to my house and she's like,
It's
she
like,
goes,
like look
yeah,
up
she's
and
like-
down, up and down.
yeah, she's like, you can leave. That's how.
Okay.
So your cat will probably mimic your
Yeah,
personality.
my
But I think you should get a cat when you're ready. Because definitely don't get a pet if you're not ready.
Yeah.
Because that's like a child you're
Yeah.
taking care of. But yeah, definitely if you're single in Korea, you will feel single in Korea.
Yeah, that's why that I need pet.
I think
I
you should
need
get a
pet.
Because if you get a man and he's a red flag, you can't get rid of him
No.
easy.
Man is like a pet also. Oh.
I mean, as a woman, I agree with that part.
Oh, yeah. So we have to have a kind of the mindset. Yeah.
I mean, most women do tend to mother men.
No, I'm not like that.
Oh,
No, I'm not like that.
like
I'm
I
a
pet you.
princess. I'm a princess.
listen. At this day
I'm
and
a
age,
very feminine.
I also want to be a little princess, guys.
Yeah, I want to be
Princess
feminine.
treatment only.
And it
Yeah.
gets me.
Yeah.
I see that. No offense.
Okay. I'm gonna save you if you say something bad. Okay.
Okay. So many Korean women, approaching men.
It's a very different culture
Yeah.
because I think you're from, I would say, Muslim culture, right?
Yeah, Muslim culture.
The way women are treated in Muslim cultures is very different from the
Yeah.
culture of how women are treated in Korea.
Yeah, true.
Because even in Kenya, there's a certain way I expect a man
Yeah.
to act towards me that I know is it's going to be a bit harder to find in Korea. I think it's because we're both very traditional. I'm also very traditional in my
Yeah.
values, and also like for me, biblically, like a man leads,
Yeah,
a woman
especially
does
for
not
Kenyan
lead. Yeah,
also, right?
like I'm expecting a man to take the lead. Do you feel like because you're more of a traditional woman, it's going to be a bit harder for you to possibly like date in Korea or even get married
Yeah,
in Korea?
I think so. Because most of Korean men, this is my
Opinion?
thought.
It's her opinion, guys.
It's more feminine in some way. Yeah.
We have talked about this before in this podcast. I do also feel like my definition of masculine, like what a masculine man is very different in Korea.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, like when I say I want a masculine man, most Koreans are not what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna
I
sound like
understand.
so much
I
shade.
understand.
Korean men,
I
I love
understand.
y'all. I do. But when I say masculine, it's just there's a specific
Yeah.
there's a specific look and action that I'm expecting a masculine
Yeah.
man to do. That I feel like a Korean man, the ones that I've seen, I haven't seen all Korean men, obviously. I do have to say, I've said this to a Korean friend of mine before, a Korean male friend of mine before, and he said if you go to like Gyeongsangdo,
Yeah.
you find more masculine men.
Yes.
Like
even in
Seoul,
Busan.
even in Busan.
And
Yeah.
Daegu.
Yes, even in Daegu.
Yeah.
So I think it's not even a Korean man thing. I think it's like Seoul.
Yeah. So it's like, 강아지상 그렇게
애교, like 부리는 남자들, like
uh-huh.
that's Seoul.
Yeah.
But I think when you go to Gyeongsangdo, Busan, like Daegu, they're more like 상남자.
I want
So-
someone who can, lift up like a
Oh.
princess.
I literally, okay, I say it in a worse way. I've told my friends this. I'm like, I want a masculine man, but the way I say it is like, I want a man who can pick me up and throw me.
Yeah.
Like you need to be able to like,
Yeah, that's very
She's like, pick
romantic
me
for
up
me.
like a princess, and I'm
Yeah,
over here like, be able to throw me. I need to be able to be thrown, and that's what I feel like will make me feel like, oh, I'm safe in this man's arms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of men in Seoul have blended certain roles that I'm just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're trying so hard to be politically correct right now.
Yeah.
I don't wanna offend
I'm
anyone.
looking for the right word.
The vocab, because people get
vocab.
hurt so fast on the internet these days.
Yeah.
So fast. But no, I agree with you. I think in Seoul it is a little harder to find
Yeah.
that masculine man.
Even try to find someone who pay on the first date is hard.
Girl, I think I've only been on.
Yeah, I'm not material person.
That's not even materialistic,
Sometimes,
though.
sometimes I am.
Oh.
Sometimes I am. But
She's
it's
like,
normal.
sometimes
It's
I am,
normal. Yeah.
But even like the whole pay, I believe.
Yeah.
If you ask me out on a date, you should pay for the date.
Yeah.
Why should the woman pay for the date?
Yeah. Or taro is not working.
Oh,
for me.
banban?
But no.
Don't you pay?
Yeah. Last week I went there with this guy and then he asked me for ban.
He said banban?
I said that no second date.
Oh,
I just block him.
I also do the same thing. If a man waits, this is gonna sound so bad. Listen, traditional, okay? If I have to pull my wallet out on the first date, I'm automatically like, this is the last time you're gonna see me.
Yeah, no second date.
Yeah, because why?
Yes.
Why would you see me again if you can't even pay for the date that you asked me out on?
Yeah.
Like, if I had asked you on a date, which would never happen, I would never ask a man out on a date, okay? Call it
No.
pride.
Once again, that we were like, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not leading. I don't want to lead in a relationship. But if you ask somebody out, I think you should be the one paying for it. And I have mostly Korean men. Oh my God.
And that's the
Korean
norm, actually. That's a normal
men.
thing.
Normal. It's so normal for y'all to do banban on the
Even,
first date.
Arab men,
Oh,
you know,
they don't play that.
they don't play that.
Arab men will probably tell you to leave your purse at home. Bring your lip gloss. That's it.
Yeah, Habibi,
Oh, Habibi, Habibi,
Habibati. What do you want? Do you want Channel, Dior? Yeah, everything.
Like
Just-
they're very.
Yeah.
It's like a provider
Yeah,
mentality.
very
provider
provider
mentality. I'm gonna have one of my friends who've been on this channel who's a Korean guy, the guy with
Okay.
all the tattoos. You guys have probably
Oh.
all the girls love this man. He's gonna be coming back on the channel, and I'm gonna ask him that question: like, why are so many men in Seoul specifically so not very in tune with what we define as masculine? Apart from that, is there anything else that you wanted to share in terms of like good memories that you've had or not so great memories that you've had in Korea?
Actually, due to I went to life turbulence, life tsunami in Korea.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, from my
the ex.
the ex
So
and
the
then
first job that wasn't so good.
yeah, the job, even the living cost. At first,
Ooh, child.
at first I went to a financial struggle when I
Did you?
yeah,
Okay.
moved to Korea because after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, then I have to find
Hear for yourself, yeah.
hear for myself.
Yeah.
And then at first, this is because the work contract because with this entertainment company, they not pay me well
Oh my God.
until I cannot pay my rent.
Oh wow.
And then I went to Jilbang.
Wow.
I lived in Jilbang for 2 days. It was so depressing. I never
Oh, my
went to something
goodness.
like this because I finished all my savings.
Because Korea is kind of expensive, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's not cheap.
Yeah, at first that I was like, oh, it's okay. Someday I will tell everyone that I went through this stage. But at that time,
You couldn't say it.
I didn't say it.
Because it's
And I cannot even tell my parents about.
because they expect you to be
situation.
this amazing daughter who's accomplished all of these things. Your parents don't want you to be staying in a Jjimbang.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
At
So
first I was just like romanticizing. Oh, it's okay, free spa, everything.
yeah.
I can do, and I can do my spa here.
Yeah.
And then when I sleep, then suddenly, whoosh.
yeah. Oh my God. That sounds really sad.
Yeah, really sad. Then, from that point, I learned to love myself. I learned to depend on myself, and I learned to, to find peace on myself. Korea is very noisy country, but I found peace on myself here.
Which is great.
Yeah, which
You
is
wanna do
great.
that, yeah.
Because apart from my 5-time prayers, I also do meditation right now.
Oh, okay.
And then I also, doing morning affirmation every morning.
Oh, look at you working on yourself.
Yeah, and
okay.
I also believe in manifesting.
Manifestation, yeah.
Yeah, manifestation. Even I manifest to be
To come on
here.
this podcast.
Yeah, and then
Look at that.
suddenly, wow,
She's
I'm
here.
here.
She's here. Okay. Oh, wow.
And then on this Saturday,
Yeah.
this company is inviting me to be a speaker in one of their events.
Oh,
Representative Indonesia.
Yeah.
This is part of my manifesting also.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it happens in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said,
That's so exciting.
wow. So when you really believe that, oh, everything is okay, everything happens for reasons. Yeah, that will attract you.
And now your life is like,
Yeah.
it's moving on up.
Moving up. And I get a very good job, good boss, good living.
You're living by yourself good right now.
Yeah.
You're safe and secure by
Yeah.
yourself.
Very peaceful, very happy.
Yeah.
And I met a lot of good people in
Yeah.
you.
She met me and she got me a gift.
I follow her for
She-
almost a year.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? She was like, I followed you for almost a year. And I was like, huh?
Because I just like because she's so pretty in person.
Stop.
She's pretty person. And she reminded me of my best friend from Kenya.
Yeah, she has a Kenyan bestie, guys.
Yeah.
When I tell you this-
Khadija.
Khadija or DJ.
Khadija, DJ.
Her she
I
calls you
call her
DJ.
to make it cool.
It is a cool name. But it's crazy how this podcast has brought me to so many like interesting people. Like I would have never thought you had watched or even followed me for a year. I would have never guessed that. So when you said it, I was like, oh,
Because you're pretty unique.
am I?
Yeah, because you're pretty unique.
Thank you. I don't know how, but thank you.
And when I found out that you're Kenyan,
Yeah.
from Kenya, wow,
You're like, it makes sense. I see Khadija.
I see
That's Khadija right there.
another Khadija because Khadija is also like you.
Oh,
Very,
okay.
Friendly, very outgoing.
Extroverted certain times, very protective probably. I'm super protective.
and you speak everything
that I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what gets me in trouble online. I just speak whatever I'm thinking.
But it's okay.
Of course it is. I don't mind.
Yeah, we don't mind.
If you don't agree, it's whatever.
Yeah,
Have
if you
fun.
don't agree, you just go.
Yeah, I always say that. If you don't agree with this channel, you don't have to watch.
Yeah, you don't watch.
You can block the channel and you don't have to watch anything on this channel. Just like she said, if you don't agree, it's okay not to agree with
Yeah.
everything somebody says. I don't agree with a lot of things, even my friends say sometimes.
Yeah,
But we're still friends because that's respecting other people's
Yeah.
opinions. It's not a fact. We haven't said anything is fact.
Yeah,
It's just an
every
opinion.
person brain is different.
Very different.
Every person opinion is also different.
And even culture is very
even
different.
culture.
But is there anything else that you wanted to say before we finish this episode?
Oh, yeah, it's almost 1 hour.
Oh, girl, you can always come back, by the way, if you have like more to say, because I feel like we didn't.
Yeah.
We talk like this. So we didn't really go in one direction. But if you have anything else that you'd like to say,
Yeah.
now's your chance.
So, for those who may be considering to move to Korea, you better prepare yourself for unexpected event.
Yeah, because a lot of things are unexpected in this country. Yeah.
Maybe you were manifesting. Oh, my life will be like a Korean drama and everything. No, it's not, because this country is really depressing country.
Oh,
I can say,
I mean,
even though my future is now here.
Yeah.
But for those who considering to move here, you better prepare yourself mentally.
like mental health is something that's not really talked about a
Yeah.
lot in Korea.
Yeah.
But if you're coming here as somebody, especially by yourself, if you're coming to Korea by yourself, you really need to be careful with your mental health.
Yeah.
Because it can decline just like that. It can go all the way down.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful. Get a cat.
Get a cat.
Get
Yeah.
a cat, guys. A cat will help. Or even just get like good close friends who can be there for you. Careful about that. Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
I think it's enough.
That she said it's enough.
That's enough.
You can always come back if you
Yeah.
want to.
Okay.
But anyways, guys, that's it for today's episode of Korea Unfiltered. Thank you, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting one too many messages today. I don't know what's going on. Friends, calm down. I'm recording right now. But anyways, guys, thank you so much, Herin, for coming on today's
Thank
show.
you for having me.
Thank you for coming and repping Indonesia.
Okay.
Maybe someday I'll make it to Bali.
Oh yeah.
That's my dream destination, by the
Oh,
way.
I can't wait to have you in Bali.
Girl, if I ever go to Bali, I'll be like, hey, Herin, I'm here.
Yeah, let's go swim.
So, girl, I can't swim. Hold up, pause. I can't swim.
Oh, you don't swim?
Let's go look at the beach.
Oh, okay.
I ain't going to no water.
And then go to the club. Yeah.
That I can do. That we can do.
And go dancing.
Can Khadija swim? Probably not, right?
No.
Exactly. We don't swim, okay? We stay outside
Money is sharp.
the water.
Yeah.
No. But anyways, guys, that was another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are a YouTube If you're a YouTube viewer, make sure you subscribe, like, and share with your friends. If you're a podcast listener, make sure you give us 5 stars so we can get up in the algorithm. Hold up. Girl, that was hard to say, okay? That was a lot to say. But thank you so much, Herin, for coming on the show.
you for having
I'll
me.
leave all her details, the ones that she's comfortable with me sharing, down below. So guys, check it out. Follow her. If you're Indonesian, y'all got an Indonesian sister living and doing it out here, okay? She's doing her best. But anyways, guys, that is another episode. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.